Another big week is lying in front of us, and beautiful astrology is supporting us, and it's called an envelope configuration, and it's between Jupiter and the Sun and the Moon, and Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune. And the South Node and the North Node are changing the gene keys, and that is another begin of another cycle that is happening right now. And what is supporting us in this cycle? I want to know. And this is why I chose these cards. And we have the first pile is Spirit Bear of 396 hertz. The second pile is Karma of Kutuhala. And the third pile is 7 Blessings of Eve. Trust your intuition that you will choose the right pile for yourself, and that there is information, whatever you chose. And if you chose 1 or 2 or 3 or in different order, whatever happens, just trust your intuition that it is the right choice for you in this special moment. And I will read what's in the book about these cards. Afterwards, I read the readings for the piles for you. In the end of each pile, I will read what's in the description for this card to close the cycle and to see if what we saw in the reading is really fitting into what is happening here. So pile 1, card 15, Spirit Bear. Card 43, pile 2, Karma of Kutuhala. And pile 3, 7, the 7 Blessings of Eve. And I see you in the reading. Welcome, pile 1. We'll see what is coming up in your upcoming week, and in the end I will read to you the Spirit Bear of 396 hertz. And let's first see what we get as an information about your week. And we take these. Let's take these. And we take these as well. And I think I want to have one of these. So, pile 1. Let's take a look at your cards. We have the first is the broom. The second is the box of the Pandora. And the moon. And there is something that makes you anxious. We have Saturn. That is emotional for you at the moment, and it is like the fear of letting Pandora out of the box, and this feels for me like an invitation to take a deeper look at what really happens, and take a look at your fears, and that you just when anxiety kicks in, that you let yourself be ruled by the emotions instead of containing yourself in that moment and realizing that there is not just a box of Pandora. There is on this the ground on this box, there is hope. There is not, the Pandora's box is filled with difficult emotions, right? And we are afraid to let them out of the box because we think we don't get them back there in there again. But that's not what really happens. It's not that we really can contain our emotions. We just make ourselves believe that we can do so. And it only works until they just jump out of the box. When we tried too hard to not feel them. So this is an invitation to let them out and to feel whatever needs to be felt, and allow yourself to control. It's Saturn, right? It is controlling and giving yourself structure on this journey. This means for me a little bit like allow yourself to control your breath. Allow yourself to do real breath work, right? And then we have Rasa dance end. And the card 25 is called attraction. And it's about the potential of bringing love to the situation. And it is about challenges that come up when we are in relationships. And as it's like the emotional resonance that I talked about in the beginning, and that you let yourself be swept away by your emotions. And this is the invitation to give yourself a little bit more structure, give yourself and your breath a little bit more structure, to get yourself in a place where you can deal with the challenges that come up with relationships. And it's the invitation on the card 38. It is about your own authenticity in action. And with this connection, and it's beautiful that we have 38 and 25. We have this connection, the attraction that comes with the two horses, the different horses, right? One is a white one and one is a brown one. And Rasa dance, the card 38, is about finding the music in connection, and maybe even finding the music in a co-creation that isn't coming as easy as we would love it to come. But often it is like we need a little bit tension to create from an amazing, adventurous place, right? And in this moment, there is something coming your way in this week that will trigger you in a way. And it will trigger you in a good way. Because there is no such thing as a chaos or catastrophe happening here. It is the reminder that you did the work to put yourself into the place where you can deal with your own emotions. And I believe that you already did the work. So there is this information. It's like remind yourself of breath work. Remind yourself that this comes, the highest creativity and co-creation comes with a little bit of tension, with a little bit of trigger. And it is inviting you to step into this card 51 of the stars in the sky and the limitless possibilities that come with this. And it is like the reminder of keep your focus. And the universe, and we often come with it's a little bit like the universe comes with a new idea, and we get triggered because we didn't expect this to happen. But now it is inviting you to let the universe serve you, and to let the universe and serve you and the greater good at the same time. And I believe that this is the reminder that we get what we need. We often don't get what we want, but we always get what we need. And that is beautiful, right? Sometimes it doesn't feel good. I know. But this doesn't feel like this. It's dramatic. It is like a test. I would say it is like a test. And this test comes with, oh, do you remember what you learned? When it triggers, when something triggers you and you get into a place where you have anxiety, or you are down, or whatever the emotion is that overwhelms you. Let's take these and these and this one and this one. And I think that's, no, I think that's it first. Let's take a look. And we have the King of Wands. This can be someone who shows up in your life that is really a quick moving character, and it's a creative character. And we have the King of Cups. We have two kings showing up in your life. And that there is a lot of energy in that, right? And the invitation of the Four of Swords to rest in this moment. Something is showing up that moves forwards, that invites you to create and to allow emotions to come up again. And the Four of Swords is the invitation to keep it slow. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by this sudden emotion that comes up. And that's not a bad thing. I think the King of Wands and the King of Cups are beautiful energies that can come in your life, that can trigger you in a way that you are afraid of moving forwards. And this is the reminder of keeping this for a moment. Keep yourself still and allow yourself to move beyond your own ideas of what is right and what is wrong, what is filled and what is not filled. And we have the Five of Cups, and that's a card of lack in this moment. To maybe there is really something coming up with these kings, these energies that are really moving forwards, offering something to you as a creation, as an emotional support in a way that can overwhelm you, because you have your own ideas about what is abundance and what is not abundance. And the Eight of Cups is inviting you to move away from the things that are not serving you anymore. And the Five of Cups is what you have to move beyond, and that is your own limitation of your own self-worth. This Page of Swords is like the invitation to think again and to create something again out of this moment of triggering, to see that this is a lie. There is nothing you have to do to be worth it. And this is the moment to step into this new idea of what to think about yourself, how you allow yourself to be abundant. And this is a journey. This is a journey that is necessarily connected through the work of Saturn. That is a limitation. And it's not a limitation that, has to occur in the outer world for you. You don't have to be limited. That is what your Five of Cups and your self-worth did. It told you that you have to be, that you are limited. But it's not. It's just your idea about yourself. It's your idea about what you are worth or what you are not worth. And let's take a couple of more cards to see where this is leading to. So it is the invitation, whatever comes up in your life this week, to not allow something to bring you into the idea that you have to react in a specific way, that you have to let things go in the moment, just to take a moment and take a moment of rest, to allow yourself to think about new thoughts about your value, your abundance, and whatever it is that limited your self-worth. And there we have the Six of Cups, and that is something that is leading you into the past. And that's where I think this whole thing with Pandora's box, the anxiety, your self-worth, and your walking away when something happens, where this appeared in your conditioning. And there we can see the Seven of Swords. So there was something in your world that really was about betrayal. It was about, and we are taking with the Six of Cups, we are taking a look back into your childhood, and there was betrayal. There was a false way of dealing with your emotions, and you felt defeated 100 million times, I guess. And this is the invitation to let that go, and to let these moments and these kings that show up, that can be energies that will show up as a highly creative moment, and as a moment of someone giving you something or offering you an opportunity, doing something that leads into a different, abundant way of being. And I guess that this moment you will be triggered with all of the old stuff that came up in your life, in your childhood. And this is the moment not to act, because it's a reaction. Not to act, and to wait for a moment, to sit and contemplate on your emotions, on your triggers, and then to allow yourself to think something new. And then we have the the Eight of Pentacles, and that's about the work. You did the work. And I put it on the Ten of Swords, right? You did the work. And you put a lot of work in bringing security and balance and the earth, the embodiment of your values into your life, and to overcome the challenges that came with the betrayal, that came with the hurt, that came with the Ten of Swords. And you put a lot of work in, and it's still work, because as we can see, there will be triggers all the time. But now this is leading into something else, and it's leading into the Two of Cups. And that is really, really beautiful, because it is like a soulmate connection. And it can be a soulmate connection to yourself, to your growth. It can be a lovely, beautiful connection to your self-worth in this moment. And as you can see, it is the connection of both the feminine, the masculine inside of these cups. And they are like flowing into each other. They are glowing because they understand that this is what it's about. It is your value. It is just because you are. And you did the work to show up in this value, and to allow yourself to use the skills and the tools that you have to get you into the secure place where you want to be in that moment when those triggers hit. And this is not, it's not about making you anxious about the next week. It is not. It can be a positive trigger as well. It doesn't matter. You know that. It doesn't matter. It's not about a bad situation. It's not. Look at these kings. They are beautiful beings. They are beautiful triggers, right? And they can be triggers as well. So, pile 1, that's your upcoming week, and let us see what the spirit bear of 396 hertz is telling us. And I will just read a moment at the beginning. That's beautiful. You are healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence, happiness, and realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and shall soon manifest. Pile 1, that's beautiful as a confirmation of what we have seen in your reading. And the trigger for this healing will come up next week, and you will do it brilliantly. And thank you so much for being here. And I see you in the next reading, and I wish you an amazing next week. Welcome, pile 2. You chose the card Karma of Kutuhala, and I will read it to you in the end when we see what your reading was about, and then we can see if we get a next or last message from this card, and then we take a look at what it is telling us. Let's take these and this one. And let's take 2 of these. And 1 of these. And then let's take a look what our cards are telling us. And we have a book. We have a clover, and we have a broom, and we have Aries, and we have Chiron, and we have Rasa Dance, and that's interesting. We had Rasa Dance in the pile 1 as well. And it's about authenticity in action. But first, to start with the cards that we have on the table is a book or a secret. Something comes up that there is a really beautiful change. It's luck coming up, luck that you don't know yet. And this is coming up in a way of communication. Comes up with a conversation you have, and there is movement forwards, and in this movement forwards there is healing, and something will heal that you have to heal in this moment. And it can be something taken, an action that you want to take, and there can be an action that someone else takes. But it's about your authenticity. It's about dancing with whatever comes up in your life in this moment. And this is not known because it is a secret, or it is a book. If you're writing a book, maybe you have a conversation with an agent, or with a publishing company, or something like this. Or you act on it. That you act on your wish to give it to someone, to publish it. And this is dancing with the opportunities, dancing with the situations that come up, to communicate in an authentic way that helps you to find the as Rasa dance does, to find the music in this connection and to dance with it, so to speak. And this card is called Moonlight's Embrace, and it's about keeping your heart open and having the courage, even in these conversations, to be vulnerable and open your heart for all possibilities. And even if you are in the moment in a place where you don't think about this is possible, let your heart be open for anything to happen. And that's the invitation, to act on it anyways. And if you believe that's not working because it never did, and I blah, 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 whatever we tell ourselves that is not working, just do it anyways. Because maybe this is the moment where you are supported in a way where this can be great. So why not? And the Netcaster is about the fruition that comes from your preparation, and it is about a surprise, and it is about a result that exceeds your expectations. And I believe that this can come up with in this upcoming week, when you allow yourself to really step into the power of your own action and the power of your own communication. So whatever is on your mind right now, to release, to communicate, to do. And it is connected to healing a part of you that is wounded, or that was wounded, maybe in childhood, maybe in relationships, whatever that is. But don't let yourself be put down by this and be not active. It's a week to be active for you, and this is for sure. So this is asking you to step out and to show yourself in this moment. Show yourself with what you want, what you can, what you are about. And even if it's really vulnerable, and it is vulnerable because it is showing us that it is about your own image about yourself. It's what you believed about yourself, what you can do and what you can't do. And this is the moment where you have to overcome this, because she is free. She is entangled in a threat, but the swords don't threaten her. She is beyond the swords. So it is about your own ideas about yourself and about what you can accomplish and who wants to work with you or who doesn't. And this is the moment where you have to take action and to step into yourself and into your self-worth. And then to create something as a connection with other people. To co-create. To be the teacher, or to find the teacher. Maybe there is someone coming up in your upcoming week that wants you to talk about the things that hurt you in the past, the things that are all about those keeping your heart open although you were hurt. And you have the key at this moment to help other people to overcome their own limitations, because you step into this collaboration, because you overcome your own limitations of your thoughts about yourself. And this is the moment where you can be the Hierophant and the other person can be the Hierophant, and it can be, you can give that to you, to both of you, to overcome your limitations, because someone is holding the space for you to step into this authenticity and into the courage to show the wound and to act on the wound, and not to act on the wound in a restrictive way. I don't mean that. It can be something that you have a book to write. You have a story to tell. And maybe it is about a really vulnerable place. It's about a trauma. It's about an experience that you made. And this is the invitation to find the right people to step into this experience and to let the burden go, to allow yourself to move beyond your limitation and move beyond the wound. And we have the 10 of Wands, overcoming and letting go of the burdens. And that can mean you let go of the idea that you have to keep it inside of you. And often it comes with trauma, right? That we are not courageous, or we don't think nobody wants to know this. And so we take the burden ourselves. And this is letting that go and moving beyond and letting go of the things that are not working and moving out into the world. And the Three of Wands is showing us that there is a world outside that wants to know what you know. And maybe you don't think they do, but you have a lot to give, Patu. You have a lot to give, and you have to. And this is the beauty in this. You have the ability to hold the key for the transformation and for the collaboration of other people if you allow yourself to move beyond your own limitations, to hold it all in yourself, and to step out of maybe even situations where there is not enough. That's where you, and we have a volunteer, and we have the Chariot, and we have this one and this one. And I think it is important to move forwards, and the Chariot is showing this, right? It's the movement forwards to step into something, and we have the Chariot on the book, maybe to share your experience, maybe to share your story. And it is a story that you held inside of you for a long time, and now it's time to give it up. Now it's time to share the secret, to share to communicate the secret and act on it in an authentic way. And this is the moment where you step into your own authenticity and where you overcome the Eight of Swords that are like limiting you to being someone who experienced this. This can mean something like you were victimized by someone and you kept yourself in the idea that you are a victim, but you are not a victim. You are victim. You have been victimized. Yes, that's true. But maybe it is an invitation to step into the Ten of Wands, to allow this to mark your way, so to speak. The wands we can use the wands to mark a pathway, right? And the Eight of Cups, and we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Eight of Swords. This is like allowing yourself to move beyond the power that was used over you, to keep you in the place where you thought there isn't more for me. But that's not true, because the whole world is your oyster, as the Three of Wands tells us that there is a world outside, and it's big. It's not just in front of your porch. It is the world. And now it is time to let this tower go and to move beyond it. And it might be frightening, but it is an amazing thing to do, because we have the clover, we have the lucky thing that is happening. It is beyond your expectations, what is coming towards you. And it's the Knight of Pentacles bringing the abundance into your world and allowing you to be the Fool again, and to be on the path to have a new experience in this moment, and to allow yourself to be the Fool. The Fool is is taking the trust fall. To say, I let the story go. In this moment, I try something new. I act on something new. I act on the magic that comes with my experience and with my actions on healing, because your actions led into something that is authenticity, that can be frightening as well, but it led into you allowing yourself to dance with life. That wasn't always the case, because you restricted yourself in this, right? That's not me. I cannot do this because I am about this and I am that. But that's not true. This moment shows you that there is something beyond your experience. There is something that calls you and that is moving out into the world and allowing yourself to move beyond this whole thing that happened to you, and allow other people to learn from it, allow other people to interact with it, to communicate with you, to create with it. And it is the promise that this will lead into fruition and beyond your expectations. Pile 2. Let's see what this card is telling you. We have 43, and it is the karma of Kutuhala. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects you to your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail. You shall arise. Beautiful, pile 2. You rise and you allow this tower to fall. That is really beautiful, and it is healing for other people. It's healing for yourself, and it's a real new beginning. Thank you so much for being here, and have a beautiful upcoming week. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. You chose the 7 blessings of Eve, and I will read the card to you when we are ready and when we did the reading, and so that we can see if we have a closing message for you. And let's take an astrology card as well, and one of these. No, 2 of these. It's this one and this one. And one of these. So, let's take a look. What is happening in your life this week? And we have the stork. We have the ring. And we have a book. This seems to be a contract that comes up in your life. It can be a relationship. It is a big change because we have the storks. We have the ring as a commitment and or a relationship. And we have a book as a contract about a book or a contract that is hidden now because you don't know about it yet. And we have solar flares, and we have Chiron. And this can be activating something that is healing in a specific way. And we have these. And we have this one. We have the card 35 as the keepers of mystery. And as we can see, there is a combination of a human and a horse. And she's holding up her hands, and there is a dolphin coming out of her hands. And there is the magic of the owl coming out of her hands. And she's connected to the earth and to water in this moment, and it's a card of an initiation. It's the intelligence of nature and the connection to nature. And it feels like that there is an opportunity this week to be connected in this magical way, to be initiated by this contract, this offer that comes your way, and the solar flares, this energy that comes your way, that will lead into something really beautiful and something magical. And we have the card 16, and that is the master of sadness. It's a sad horse, of course, but it's a sadness, or is it grief, or the power of grieving, the power of tears, and the power of transformation is showing here and showing up here. And as we can see, the card of transformation and the master of sadness, you made it through, I would say. And the storks showing that this is changing in this moment, that this is changing because you did the work, and the energy that came up allowed you to heal and allowed you to step into this mystery and into this initiation. And I believe that was a really it was a difficult path you were on, because you had to master a lot of sadness, but you did. And it's a beautiful reading, right? As we can see, the light is coming, the snake is coming into the light, the storks are already there, and the commitment and the relationship or the contract is waiting for you. And it can be contract about a book that you write about this master of sadness, maybe, I don't know, where you help others to move beyond their limitations, and where you write about your initiation that came with this mastery, whatever that is. And it can be a relationship that comes up that helps you to move beyond your limitations, because you can allow yourself to step into this right now. The card of gathering around 26 is about the power of community, and it's about the power of being safe and secure and allowing yourself to be held in a community, and maybe even in a relationship, maybe even being held in this gathering, whatever that is in your life. There will be something coming up that is committing to you as well, because this is like life loves you, life supports you, and you are supported in this moment by life itself, because you did the work and you allowed this initiation to happen. Although you had to move through all of the sadness and all of the grief and all of the things that came with Chiron and the healing, but you made it through. You moved like the snake through the circle, and you moved all the way up into the transformation and into the next relationship that comes up, the next commitment. It doesn't have to be a relationship itself. It can be a commitment in a community as well, that helps you to share your wisdom about this initiation and how to move through this, and how to master your sadness and your grief and your healing and your initiation, although it might come up in an intense way like solar flares do. So whatever that is, it is the confirmation that life loves you, and that you are in a great place right now to step into the next phase of your life, to move beyond. Oh, I know, I have to take, let's take these and these. To move beyond, I wanted to say your past experiences and your hurts. And I think that wasn't easy. The path you were on, that wasn't easy, but you did a great job of moving into this and through this initiation to master your sadness and to master the reasons and the grief beyond it and beneath it, I wanted to say. And we have the Six of Wands as the first card, as the success that you will experience in this. And so whatever you want to share in this moment, this is the confirmation that you are moving into your own success, and that you changed your mind about your relationship to sadness. And this is like the star is showing up to show you that there is a vision beyond your own pain and your own sadness, and you changed your mind about your whole journey. And this is like the Nine of Swords is like the vision about how to change your mind about the nightmares of your life. And you have a vision about that, and you can be successful with that if you put this into words and move forwards. And that is the Knight of Swords that is acting on this. The Knight of Swords is acting on his idea and the vision that comes with this idea, how to help other people to transform. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Two of Swords, and that's really beautiful, because that's like you helping yourself to move, to make a decision, to allow yourself to step into this experience of the Wheel of Fortune that comes with you stepping into your success. And stepping into your success and into the abundance that comes with it. So there is an idea, you have a deeper knowledge about something. You have to decide something with the Two of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning your world upside down. And upside down and downside up, whatever it comes, whatever it does, it sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. That's the Wheel of Fortune. But it is, in this case, it is like you allowing yourself to make a decision to share your wisdom in a way that allows you to put in the work. And it's a work, I think, that is about words. It's about putting something into form to help other people to change their mind about their sadness. And you come with a High Priestess, with a deeper knowledge, with a darker knowledge, with all of the knowledge that comes with it. She combines it. She has the intuition to have the experience that comes with the shadow as well. And this is how this all connects for me in a way that shows that you have to share something. And you put in the work, and you decide at this moment that this is worth sharing. And something will come up to help you to make this decision. and to move beyond your own idea about how to do something. Maybe you have the idea that you have to do it all on your own, and this is someone is showing up and giving you the opportunity to get into a relationship and into a contract, and to show how you dealt with this sadness, with this grief, and with this initiation. And something will change in a big way in this upcoming week for you. And you will have to make a decision, because it will lead into something like a real big success. And maybe you didn't want to share this. Maybe you didn't want to show other people how to become the master of sadness. But it's worth it. In this moment, it is worth it. And the 7 blessings of Eve as a message for you. And it's a spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. I think that's a beautiful summary of what is coming up in your life, part 3 next week. And yeah, make a great decision, and I think it will be really magical for you as well as for the other people that one can learn from your experience. Thank you so much, part 3. I wish you a beautiful next week, and I see you in the next reading.